Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Indecisive yet Creative, where I speak specifically on being indecisive, which I very much am, and creative, as I am an artist. And as you can see, this is my camera. As you can see, this is my microphone. And this is basically what I'll be talking to up until I get the proper microphone. So, this is my very first podcast. To be honest, I'm very familiar with talking to a microphone, as I have been doing this since I was a little kid. I can definitely say that I am experienced with that specifically. Before we even get to the topic of this week, how were your guys' days? How was your morning? Me, on the other hand, I had a very interesting morning. To even begin with how my morning was, I'm going to start by saying I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, literally. And what I mean by this is literally, before I even woke up, of course, last night, let's just say I made a mistake, but it's okay because we learn from mistakes. Anyways, my mistake was that I left a 40-ounce water bottle on my bed, on its side. Picture this. You're walking into your room after taking a shower and you're like, okay, cool. You finish, your routine or whatever the case may be. You walk into the kitchen, you eat for about an hour, you come back to your room. You go, oh, I need my digestive enzymes. Or I need my medicine, or I need some water, for example. You go into your room, you see it on your bed. You're like, okay, cool. You grab that water bottle, you lift it up, and you realize, why in the heck is there a small, okay, it's palm-sized puddle. It's a small-sized puddle. It's a palm-sized puddle, like, it's nothing crazy. But it's pretty puddly, if you ask me. I lifted up my bedsheet because of the fact that, okay, there's a puddle, there's water, cool, whatever the case may be. The picture is whatever drink you're drinking. It could have been worse for me, but whatever drink you're drinking, that's what I was drinking. Just think of that. You take off the whole set, the bed set, off of your mattress, and you look. The puddle was much larger, I can confirm. To be honest, I kind of panicked. Shout out to my mom for helping me, making sure that I did not go crazy, because I almost crashed out. But I didn't crash out. I stayed exactly calm. Tried to keep calm. What did I do? I took the sheets and put it into the washer. The crazy thing is, I just got this bed set. I literally just got this bed set, and I've been sleeping for the past 3 days with it. Kid you not. And to be honest, that was the most craziest thing because, mind you, it's a pretty light colored set. I'm washing my sheets, whatever, cool. I go back in my room to de-escalate the situation and think about what to do next. That's when everything went worse. I kid you not, a lot of things happened that I thought were not going to happen. So what happens next? I think to myself, maybe I should flip over the mattress like this. So it's flat, flip it over where it's standing on its side just about. I think to myself that, cool, that's the right thing to do in order to stop things from leaking, you know what I mean? I turn it to the side and I kid you not, it's literally leaking to its side. Okay, we're on the side. And you know how when it's flat, it's going straight, the liquid's going and seeping through. Why is it leaking downwards? You tell me this. I have no idea. Physics, gravity, son of a mustard. Anyway, that's the situation that happened. And this 40 freaking ounce jug leaking. I don't have my water on me right now, but if I could show you guys, I would definitely show you guys. Maybe I'll show you guys later. Next podcast. Stay tuned. That was a pretty freaking freaky situation. Mind you, it's 9:30 p.m. I was up until, I would say, at least 2 a.m. I didn't get a lot of sleep. I got sleep. But can you guys tell? No. Shout out castor oil. Boom! Anyways, yeah. That was my situation. And I used a hair dryer and AC to dry it. And let me tell you, now everybody and their moms wants to be here because I'm podcasting. Anyways, I tell you guys, more of the story is do things smartly, please. No, I'm just kidding. Moral of the story, and my lesson to you guys, if you guys have ever done anything like this, or you don't want to do anything like this, never put any liquids near your bed. And my mom told me the same thing, and I promise you, I said I know to her. You know how we are to our parents, saying that we always know? Like, when your parent tells you something and you say, I know. If I knew, it wouldn't have happened. So, more of the story, don't spill water on your mattress and don't even have it near. Make sure you screw in every water bottle cap, whatever the case may be. Avoid any situation possible. That was a lot of freaking water, and I've never done that before. But it's okay. Sometimes life needs to humble you in a way where even the smallest things give you the biggest lessons. In this case, that was definitely a lesson in which needed to be made. The way that I see life is you must always think of the positive outcome. Even if it's just a water puddle, even if it's just a water freaking 40-ounce thing of water. I hope I'm making sense at this, saying what I'm saying. You must, no matter what, think of the positive. And this comes to another situation. Months back, I was going through such a crazy time. I didn't know what I wanted. I just graduated, class of 25. Everyone were asking me, what are my plans after graduation? And you can take this as one of your own as well, no matter what you're doing, no matter if it's working, no matter if you're retiring, no matter if you're trying to retire, no matter if you are trying to start a whole new career. The question that you always get asked is, what are your plans? Now, the thing is, I have my plans and I know how I'm going to do it. But the moment I get asked something, it's like I'm being put on the spotlight, which it exactly is. That's what kind of messes me up, being put on the spotlight, and the crazy things that I've always been put on the spotlight many times. An example, I used to be a dancer. Still am. I would definitely still say that I am a dancer, but I was actually on stage. And I was young. Yes, I was young, but I was still put on the spotlight. And my point is, never lose sight of what you want to do. I ended up, after graduating, doing something that I didn't want to do. Something that at first I thought I wanted to do. Just because of the hype of it, I realized that's not what I want to do. October 1st came 2 days before my birthday, October 3rd. I decided to myself, I don't want to do this. Because every day, you wake up every day being drained, knowing that your outcome is going to be the same thing. You're going to the same place. You're doing the same exact thing, the same entire thing. I'm a very hands-on person, so just reading and doing nothing else does not satisfy me. Does not satisfy me whatsoever. And my point is, do what you want to do. It's better to go with your first thought than to count on someone else giving you a whole different idea that you didn't even think about at first. But you must always look at the positive. For example, I am here now making podcasts. I am here now. I'm also a painter, like I said in the beginning. I'm over here painting, doing art, doing all the things that I'm trying on becoming, the person that I was always afraid. I think that I was afraid because of the people I was around. I would very much say that the people that I were personally around, I was around people. I had my people, and there were people that had their people. We're all around the same people. In school, we see everybody every day. So I would feel nervous because I didn't know how people would feel. And I would think about people's feelings. That's the thing. Never think about someone else's thoughts. Always take your thoughts serious and always worry about yourself. And by worry, I mean focus. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself, your well-being, your mental, whatever the case may be. Follow your spirit. Let your spirit guide you to where you are needed to be. In which I am needed to be here. You are needed to be where you are needed to be. You need to find your purpose. And by doing this, I say try many things. Try everything. Try so many things. What are the things you like? What are the things you don't like? What are the things that keep you energized? You know what I mean? Like hanging out with the right friend, the right person that'll motivate you. I have a best friend in which she's moved in The last time I seen her was 4 days before my birthday. I'm not sure where she is right now. I'm not sure what she's doing. You know, things happen in life. She was the one who helped me, and this was my junior year. She was the one that definitely helped me mentally. And the crazy thing is she just moved to my state. She just moved to my state. I didn't know who she was at first until I knew who she was. And I want to say I definitely changed for the better. So my point being, try many things, do many things, associate with people, meet new people. That is going to set you where you need to be. Find your people. Find the people that help you, motivate you. If you're around people that stress you out, if you're around people that aren't where you need to be, if you're not around people who will tell you how to do it, why be around them? Why be around them if they don't motivate you every day? That's my point. We live in a world where people are afraid to do the things that they really want to do because of other people's opinions. So my thing is to you, never ever listen to anyone's opinion unless they are you. That's my thing, unless they are you. Because honestly, like, how are you gonna tell me to do something that I don't want to do? But I don't even know if that's what I want to do because I'm indecisive and I don't know what else to do. I don't know to go left or right, so I want to go middle. That's who I am. I'm a very middle person. I'm in October 3rd, baby. That's it. I'm very indecisive, but it's okay. You know, while I was in school thinking about doing what I'm doing now, I was thinking like, oh, how would people think if I done this? How would people think if I didn't do that? You know, once you get out of school, you start to realize like, who really cares? No one really cares. Society is starting to lose sight of the things that they truly love just for the money. But why not be rich mentally first before you be rich anywhere else? Now, for this week's topic of indecisively creative, I want to talk to you guys about how it feels to have art block and why art block is something that is such a freaking struggle. Kid you not. Sorry. I kid you not. Art block is a boom. Like, I promise you, if I could art block, you know, I'm very nice, okay? I'm very nice. To people that know me, I'm very nice. I'm such a nice person. And I don't mean anything. I don't mean any harm. I don't promote harm unless it's art block. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. So art block is definitely something that I've been going through over the years. And I want to say 9th grade of my freshman year is when art block started for me. I lost sight of who I really were, a creator, an artist. You know, art is everywhere. Art is everything. I lost sight of all those things. I didn't think that I would even be starting a podcast, let alone starting painting again. I didn't think that I would make it. The way that I'm painting now, I never painted ever in my life. I've always sketched. I've been sketching since, I'd say, the year 6. Honestly, it takes a heck of a time. I was reading this book called Artist's Way, and I got to the 3rd week where I started slacking. But not in a bad way, more so in a way where I began to create art once again. You know, I'm trying to journal every once in a while. I've been journaling day by day since the 3rd week, and that's when I kind of slacked, which I definitely plan to get back on, maybe even after this podcast. Art block has been a struggle. When it comes to having art block, the thing is, art block isn't just painting. Art block isn't just poetry, writing, or whatever the case may be, painting or drawing, whatever you want to call it. Art block is life itself. Art is life. Life is art. The way that you breathe is in a pattern. That's a way of art. The way that you look around, the way that you see the sky is so blue. That's art. These shoes, these Timberlands that I have on, it's a color. Colors are parts of art. And so my saying to this is, art is everywhere. And it took me a while to even realize that because of how mentally clogged I was at life. So it got to a point where I got in a relationship and things didn't go right. In a way of saying with my mental health, I basically hurt the person because of how lost I were in life before anything else. And yeah, I really regret that. One thing you don't want to do is hurt someone for being hurt. You know the saying, hurt people. That is definitely true. And I would say that I definitely hurted people during that time of freshman year. So fast forward, I am back to where I am. I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. And How did I even start? I started by stop doing the things that I coped with. Stop doing the things that made me not who I wanted to be. I started to gain a mental clarity when I started to notice that I wasn't okay, because I wasn't. That's the crazy thing. I was stuck to a point where I didn't even know what I would do in life. I didn't even know what I wanted to do in life. So I definitely say to you guys, always think of the positive. You have to. In order to fight in this life, you must always think of the positive. You must never, sometimes I do a little brain rot rage baiting every once in a while. Other than that, no, I'm just kidding. Do not think of the negative. Once you think of the negative, start to cope the negative. And what I mean by this, that'll become your new happy. Your mind will just get used to it. So you got to start to prove your mind wrong. It takes a while. It took years for me. It really took from quarantine 7th grade to 25, graduated from 12th grade, which is now. But I do got my associates. I have my associates in liberal arts. So that's one thing that could also get me to the start where I work. But I didn't use that to get to where I am. And I definitely say, always think of the positive no matter what. No matter who you are, no matter who you're not, no matter who you want to be, always think of the positive and you will receive the positive. Always affirm yourself as well. That's one thing that I had to learn over time it took me over years to realize I must always affirm myself. Sometimes my mind gets to a point where it gets used to the negativities. So I tell myself with these negativities that are in my mind, the exact opposite. Uno reverse, mother. Just kidding. Uno reverse for real. Because you need to, I kid you not, you need to tell your mind something that it's not used to. And whatever the heck is positive as you can be. You do just that. Even if you don't believe it, you tell your mind just that. And I learned that from the artist way as well. You must always prove your negativity in your mind wrong. Always, because if you don't, you're going to be stuck where you're at. And that's one thing I stress about. I don't wish that on anybody. I don't wish anyone negativity the slightest, no matter who you are. And sometimes it gets to a point where I get a little caught up. I get a little carried away and slightly think that way. And then I have to counter back with, if you were in their situation, would you want someone else to wish you worse? No. That's another thing. Speaking things into existence is a very powerful thing. And, to be honest, I had to learn that the hard way. What I mean is that I used to be a very cussing person, if I'm being honest. I used to say words that I'm not going to say in the video because I don't say anymore. But I used to say a lot of words and spoke into existence, basically. Negative things bring negative outcomes. Positive things, talking right about yourself, affirming yourself, that brings you to a whole new level of positivity within yourself, within your spirit and your soul. And it just took me a while to realize that. So now I'm here telling you guys that whatever the case may be, no matter what, you must always speak positive. You must always do what? Just kidding. Another thing of how I'm doing, I'm pretty congested. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm pretty congested. Well, you can tell now that I'm and my English sucks. And my English sucks. Fun fact about me, just to get a little bit in the little nitty gritty, I'm Zac. Zac is me. I'm a very interesting person to be around, and I'd say this because I'm a very quiet person. I like to observe things and then escalate the situation after, if that makes sense. I'm not sure if that makes sense to any of you guys, but what I mean by this is I observe a lot. It's not only me that observes in my family, it's my mom. It's my mom, my brother, my sister. The other two are crazy. I'm just kidding. I love y'all. Shout out my family. But I'm a very observant person. I've always been like this since I was a kid. I didn't talk much in school like that until, I want to say, after getting in preschool, like the little kid schools or whatever. Once I started being in the actual elementary schools, I started to talk more. And I have a friend she's very quiet, and she's going to Howard. She's in Howard right now. Shout out you. You know who you are. Shout out you. I remember us being super, super, super close to before elementary. We were super close. We were very talkative. And then it got to a point where, once you switch schools, even though we're still together in the schools, you meet other people. Of course it happens. Like, that's life. You know, that's what school is basically teaching us, to learn how to do things on our own. But not only that, never mind, I'm not going to say that. We're going to stay serious. The reason why I mentioned her is because, what did I say? Oh, we were very observant. So the funny thing is that every time we were in high school, every time I would notice something or someone say something crazy, she'd look at me. She'll be on her phone, but she'd look at me, and I'll be like, she'd look at me, we'd start cracking up. But it's funny because nobody else knows what we're laughing at, because we were the two observants within the class. Of course, there's other observant people, but I definitely say that me and her were definitely one of the most observant people that I know. The funny thing is that we both can't see. I can't see for anything. I need to be wearing my glasses right now as we speak. Hopefully, I get my prescription soon. Give or take some time. We shall see. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, that's me. I happen to be. But I'm very fun now, of course. Like, I'm more professional now, because you have to be, especially being a painter, especially being a writer or artist, someone who creates, you know what I mean? I'm a very creative person. Check out my art if you must. Must you? I don't know. I haven't ate today. I think I need to eat. I haven't ate at all. But I'm not really that hungry. Let me tell you, I was eating like a freaking dog last night. Before this situation happened, I had wings, of course, and I had fries. But before that, I was just eating. Especially with ranch. I absolutely love ranch. I could put ranch on anything. And my mom will be the witness. My mom, she'll be the one to tell you guys, like, yeah, he absolutely loves ranch. I'll tell you that. I love ranch. I go crazy over ranch, okay? I'll put ranch on anything. I'll fight for you for my ranch. Don't ever take my ranch away from me. Just like pickles. I also like pickles. I like the really weird things. Like, a lot of people say that I have old man taste buds, and I don't understand. What do you mean old man taste buds? I love tea with no sugar, no nothing, no none of that. I love tea by itself. Absolutely love tea. This is not sponsored. You know Dots the candy? I love that. I absolutely love Dots. Another thing that I like is, what's the other candy? The other candy that I like, Mike and Ike's. Oh my goodness. I love Mike and Ike's. I love Mike and Ike's ever since I was a freaking and I kid you not, there used to be, like, you know how the malls have, like, the little thing that you put the quarters, and I used to go crazy. I used to always ask my dad, like, hey, do you got 50 cents, or do you got 25 cents? And he'd give me more than that, and I would go absolutely mad with it. Like, I would go crazy with it. I go crazy, like, every single time, and I would have more than, like, a handful, because my hands were so little back then, so I would have to take a handful, but I would have to take 2 handfuls. Sorry, I would have to take 2 handfuls because of how small my hands were. Oh my goodness, I had got a sugar high. I would get an absolute sugar high from that. I kid you not. It's the best situation ever. The best thing for me. The best thing. I just kind of grew up just being obsessed. I kid you not, obsessed with Mike and Ike's. I could eat Mike and Ike's right now with some ranch. Like, you guys might be like, that's the most craziest thing that this guy's ever said in the podcast. His very first episode. First impression, by the way. But that's me. I like combos. I get it from my dad. Another thing I really like is candy corn. Like, I absolutely love candy corn. I love all the nasty stuff. I like sniffing the absolute madness of these candies. I kid you not. Like, licorice as well. The smell of licorice. The smell of licorice, I kid you not. Sorry, getting a little carried away, guys. The smell of licorice is absolutely addictive. It's just like gasoline. I like gasoline a lot, and chlorine a lot. I like the smell of it all. Absolutely, give me all the Mike and Ike's you have. If you like, I used to ask people. Oh, another candy I like is Milk Duds and Mint Juniors and Twizzlers and just all the weird candy wax type of candy I absolutely love, and I go crazy over it every single flipping day, and there's nothing that'll ever stop me from liking it. Like, I kid you not. Like, even if I grow up, like, it got to a point where I cut out sugar completely. It's gotten to a point where I don't even care for sugar. I like fruits, of course, fruits, vegetable, honey. I drink a whole thing of honey, just like ranch. I would absolutely do. Yeah, like, I just love all the weird candies and stuff like that. Like, I tell other people, like, give me all of your Butterfingers. And that's exactly what they do. And Thank you so much. I love you for that. But anyways, back to the story, back to the point, back to the motivation, back to my point, which is do the things you love. Who freaking cares if you have that sweet treat? Have that freaking sweet treat. What? Have that sweet treat. I don't care. Have that sweet treat. You deserve all the possibilities. You deserve all the positivities. And you deserve life. Somebody in my comments, she said that she wanted to become an influencer, but she doesn't know how. She wanted to be an influencer. She wants to be an influencer, but she doesn't know where to start, but she's thinking about it so much. You know what I told her? I said, even the thought of it is what makes you an influencer. Even the thought of doing something that you want to do is what makes, in a positive way possible, you can get there. All it takes is the yearning. All it takes is the thought that can get you exactly to where you need to be. All it takes. That's all it takes. No matter what. I mean, look at me. I have my paintbrush in my hand, and I haven't even started painting yet today. And I'm over here doing a podcast for you guys. You know what I mean? That's just who I am. You must always, and don't even think about the people. Don't even think about the people. Don't even think about what the people have to say to you. Because most of the time, whatever the people have to say to you, the things that they say about themselves is what I'm trying to say. And to be the most honest possible, you already have it. You already have it all. You already have it. You look at you. You already have it. You have what you need. Why should you ask someone else for their advice? Sometimes it takes the failing. Sometimes it takes the yearning. Sometimes it takes the being stuck to get you exactly where you need to be. I felt stuck a good amount of times before, and I'm here now, so you should be pushing yourself to be exactly who you need to be. Now, I know you guys keep on hearing about me mentioning painting, my paintings. I paint some pretty good stuff. If you guys want to check it out, or maybe I can make a vlog or something, and then we'll get into more of the videos. I'm currently in this car because not only have I gotten the idea from a fellow amazing, creative, beautiful, smart, funny, no, I'm just kidding. The amazing one and only Madeline. Shout out to you. I don't even know if you're going to be seeing this, but if not, just know that I give credit to you in the most extravagant way possible. And yeah, you deserve it. So not only am I in this car because of comfort, but also because like it's loud in the house. It's pretty dang loud if you ask me. You know, because sometimes it happens. I mean, it happens when it's loud. Like, there's busyness. Busyness is busyness. Am I right or am I quite? I say both. So I'm in the car because it's just, I don't know. And honestly, now that I'm doing the whole car thing, I absolutely think that this is such a smart thing to do. I mean, like, you can go anywhere with the car. Literally, you could go anywhere. I'm in the passenger seat right now, guys. Like, if you can't tell, obviously. But who knows, maybe in the future I'll be doing some driving podcast. It's like, nah, we'll see what's in store for you guys. I would definitely say that's just about it. Always be yourself no matter what. And if you guys need any type of motivational speeches, any more motivation or whatever the case may be, I don't even know if I motivated you guys. I pray I did. But if I did it, for now, please comment down some things that you need advice on, some things that I need to get to the nitty-gritties about, and I will most definitely come back with a banger for you guys, because I love each and every last one of you guys. Do you guys know, for the people who are watching this, for my first people, you guys are my first, well, actually, I have 56 subscribers on here, because I used to post a lot when I was younger, but I stopped because I cringed myself out, and I'm trying so hard not to cringe myself out right now as well, but it's okay. I'm starting to learn that who cares if you cringe yourself out? Be cringe. Don't be nonchalant, bro. Don't be nonchalant at all. Don't flip and do it, buddy. Don't do it, buddy. By the way, class of 25 right here. I'm going to brag about it. Like, there's a reason to brag about the things that you love, because you got to where you needed to be. And it took you a while, and you're here now. Like, it always starts somewhere. Go through that stage. Because if you never even try, in the future, you could be like, oh, I wish I had tried this. If I tried this specific thing, where would I be now? What would your future self be doing right now? I'll tell you one thing. My future self is telling me to to lock in, actually. Future me, right now, I could see myself traveling, vlogging, painting around the world, doing murals with other people, getting connections with many famous individuals, selling my art for thousands, maybe even millions, in the future, in which I will do. But it all starts one place. It starts here, right now. You looking at me looking at you. I see you. Hey, do you got your headphones on? Am I on the TV? Where am I at? Because if there's anybody around you and you're listening to me, this means something. This means that you are ready. You're not only ready, but you are also eager to get to where you need to be. I'll be having to tell myself that sometimes. Yeah. I think that I'll be getting into the about me videos later. But right now, why not start off with something crazy? Why not start off with something crazy? You know, the new year is coming up. It's Vlogmas season. Christmas is coming up. Travel's coming up. Everybody's about to be off for college break. You already know the vibes. But my point is that it all starts here. I would definitely say that this is a vlog. This is a podcast Christmas podcast Castmas Podcastmas day week 1. Podcastmas week 1. It has been like 2 weeks to get to what today is. What is today? I don't even know what today is. It's okay. Sometimes the not knowing leads you to the knowing. And that's perfectly fine. Fun fact about me, I really like clothes. I have this corduroy coat jacket that I had on before I showed out for you guys. You know what I mean? Like, I had that coat on before I had to present to you guys. I didn't want to look absolute mad for you guys. This is like an interview right now. You guys are interviewing me. That's what it feels like. Just like I'm talking to you guys to determine whether you stay with me for the rest of my life or not. You know, at this point we're locked in. If you're still watching this, I mean, like, come on. I need to definitely invest in the camera, a better quality camera, maybe like a long-lasting camera, whatever the case may be. I'm definitely going to get that in the future as well. Speak it to existence, because it's definitely going to happen. Whatever you want to do in life, speaking things into existence is definitely going to happen. Like, it's definitely going to happen. Like, say it to yourself, it's definitely going to happen. Like, because it definitely is going to happen. I'm going to be traveling in the future. What are you going to do? And you better say something nice to yourself. Love yourself. Be nice to yourself. And be respectful to yourself. Yeah. You know, my bed, I haven't even made my bed yet. I already told you guys, right, that I'm still waiting. Cause I'm a very germophobic type of guy. Don't even tell me, like, I get it from my mom. Growing up, I just started to realize, like, oh, I don't want to touch certain things as well. Some of the things that I touch, like, for example, I don't like touching a doorknob. If I have to touch a doorknob, I'll touch it with my pinky. I do this. That's exactly how I do it. Only my pinky will smell like metal. I hate the smell of metal because it's so nasty. Nasty. It's like touching coins. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but yeah, like, metals. With this podcast, I hope that week 2 will bring you guys much more to say, because I definitely have not a lot to say. But it's okay, because you guys are just now meeting me, and I'm just now meeting you beautiful people that are watching this video. It feels like I'm on a FaceTime call with you amazing people. You know, I'm just wondering who you are and what do you do? You know, do you work? Do you not? Are you unemployed? Do you have a job? No, I'm just kidding. Censoring job. They're like, I hope that I meet my people. And with that being said, I hope I didn't bore you too much talking a lot. If anything, I hope to see you again. I mean, we're locked in now. So we're locked in now. And I'm just ready to see what the world has in store for us. With that being said, thank you guys so much for listening to me. Thank you guys so much for listening to me yap for this podcast in which I've created. It's starting to rain. I've been here with you guys for the longest. Just kidding. It feels like I just met you guys. Well, obviously, I just met you guys. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed this podcast, please give this video a like, comment down, check out the link in the description for, my socials and who I am as a person. I'm not only on YouTube, of course. Become a part of the fam. Become an OG, This is the very first episode, and I'm kind of nervous. So, yeah. Catch you guys later. Stay tuned for any updates on my Instagram, and I'll see you next time on this podcast of Indecisive Yet Creative. Ciao.